I don't really know.
Our fiash were given Lubinda, the former justice minister, and an MP was served this country as an MP for so many years.
Imagine, sure.
PF program.
By Chris, I think signal Putuka. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We are here. We don't know what happened. Kukabwe. You can come in if you have information. Mle Putaikaba Chris. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay now.
Okay.
I received a phone call.
All right.
Now I'm clear. So, Kwatima, Yashi, I'm saying, Yasane, Yawolanda, Okawa Fiashi,
Imweshua Zambia, honestly. Aba fiashi, aba nevengala fembanya wishifidia.
No, inena rimevati. Aba wonsa watarika, aba pominenda mevati. Aba tarika wonsa to UPND vadifilwati. One day they are going to occur with me before the 2026 election, because I personally, you know me, how we fought for Kiev in 2021 and before 2021. I, Christopher, I stood for
against Cadresism. Kefyo tuale kanefi.
Ubuntu tangu ufuminisho umutima wandile sampela taule suminisho kukonkanya poku chitakondona nonsense. You know, we are in a season where we need to be liberated as a nation. We are in a season where we need to understand and interpret the value of the soil. We are in the season where we need to put into practical motion when we talk about unity, love of our nation. Okay, but can we be just preaching about love and unity when we can't do it? Are we kind of people who can allow that? To the land that one and do it at an but my to the monefia who in the name of politics. Zambians wake up from that slumber. Zambia must come first before anything. In England, that Bapumi, if it's not for you and me, it's for the betterment of our children and their generation. So let's do what is right. Not if you for to the monefi. Takwaba. PF to Alandia Tamarota Bakwete, now Bafro Kacharo, but Kawach today future to Mwene, where they can, the Cadres can, Kuyamukata Pamobili, a political leader, Kuyamukata, Kulamuikata, Mulipeo to Kulamu in Yamufia.
Ah, when Fiona, Zambia, You know, we can't even blame, Tetushina blame UPND. Just those people who went to do that. Eh? Kuchuwaya ikata wiso mwembeo tukula takanya wa Lubinda fija kwati munavo umuntu mufiashi.
Madam Pumi, we are waiting patiently from listening to what Minister of Home Affairs, Jack Mwamba has said. We are waiting patiently to see what will happen.
Let me find the video and play it. Because this is not, yes. we are not going to sit here and...
But unfortunately, you know, Madam Pumi, we have a problem. Listen, a lot of people like in the public domain, those people have insulted the former president, Edgar Lungu. Those people are still enjoying like freedom without anything. We've seen people who have been like okay? As a government, we have done nothing about it.
Yeah, so just hold on. But Chris, just hold on. I'm just welcoming the guests as they are coming in. I'll give you time to talk. Yes, so I'll give you time to talk. because I'm live on both TikTok and Facebook, and I'm just welcoming the guests. Anyone say, we are here, we have a crisis in the country. This is a crisis. We had another crisis where HH bari batoba amabwe twaleseka, you know. We took it as a joke. We took it as a joke when you are HH bali batoba amabwe. Nomba fiafuma mukutoba ba HH amabwe fiaisa mukulachita manhandle by given Lubinda, a high-profile politician in Zambia who has saved the government, being manhandled like a thug. So what are they going to do to a common man like you and me if they can do that to an acting president of the largest political party? So we have questions. We have questions. Number one, where was the security? All over never security are the one who did that to Lubinda. Did people pay Lubinda's own security to do that to him? Because it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense, Mwebantu. It's an inside job. This is my opinion. I can say it. Me looking from outside, dikutina mwana fiati, ni inside job. Somebody was paid from among Lubinda's security to do that. Where was the security? Hello, I heard that he was at a private lodge. Where was the security at that lodge? Why didn't they call Zambia police? You know? How can a President Lubinda be manhandled like that? How? Mwebantu? How? Where? Welcome by Josephs.
Thank you, Mama. Good afternoon and good evening, those that are in Zambia.
Yeah, so I just want to play the videos before we talk, but I'm sure all of you have seen those videos, but I just want to play a video. So if you have a video, you can just send it to me. I play it. Otherwise, it's really sad what has happened here today. I think I'll go on Queen Cobra's page, yeah. Queen Cobra had posted those videos there. Let me see if I can go there and find it. Yeah, so vena Zambia tafiwe mefchitike, tafiwe me, you know.
As you look for that video,
So,
President,
it's here.
you found it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Na mumona kuba fwemba umuso omo bachiba fwemba umu like a common thug, and these are young people. Then from there we have this
good evening.
Uyu wachilala ndana ino.
Good evening to the listeners and the viewers. This is Kelvin Mwangala, the acting chairman Kawe District Youth Wing. I'm just here to refute and put straight on record the information that is on the media, where Mr. Brian Munduvire is saying that given Lubinda, who is visiting Kabwe, has been abducted by the UPND youth and taken to a known place. That's a blue lie. I think Mr. Munduvire, you have been a lawmaker. It's high time that we manifest our integrity in what we say. Let's be honest. Mr. Given Lubinda came in Kabwe without informing the police. They were meeting at 3 seasons without the permit of the police. You know, that was unlawful assembly. As we follow the law is there very clearly that before you hold such type of gathering, you have to get permit from the police. But they went and started meeting that site without knowing that our youths were also mobilizing. So our youths were provoked. That's where this whole fracas started from. And on the same police officers who are told that they are HH policies, they are the ones who have protected Mr. Given Lubinda. He was snitched there by the officer in charge, taken safely. As I'm talking to you, Mr. Lubinda is okay. I've seen him. He has been released. He's okay. So these sentiments that Mr. Brian Mundubire is saying, they are not true. So at times, let's be honest, even as much as we want to do propaganda, even as we want to make a name, let's be honest with ourselves. Unlike spreading news which is not correct, on the same, I would urge the police. I think it's high time that the police now should move in to tell us if at all Mr. Given Lubinda got a police permit for them to have that assembly there. Because if it's not, then even us will be having it. Because as we are following the law, who is Mr. Given Lubinda to come without getting the permit to host that assembly? Who is he? All of us, we are citizens, and we need to follow the law. So what has been said by Mr. Mundubire, it's a lie. And he has to come out and apologize to us as UPND because we are not happy. Why is he dragging us into their own mess? We know last time he was here in Kabwe. We know why they are frequenting Kabwe. We know what they are trying to do. But we can assure you we are intact, and as UPND youths, we follow the law because our president, he has said it a number of times that if we will go against the law, you are on your own. So we are very much aware of that, and we keep that in our minds wherever we go as youths. So this is what I want to say to the people of Zambia. Whatever is being said outside, it's a lie. Given Lubinda is okay, and all the members, no one has been beaten. Get it from me. You can even find out from the police. They will tell you the record. Thank you.
So I'll play this again. This is a UPND youth. Let me play it again. Because he has said a number of interesting things. Chen Tumukonko youth Efialiranda. He is a UPND youth. So let's follow him and let's get some facts from him.
Good evening to the listeners and the viewers. This is Kelvin Mwangala, the acting chairman in Kabwe District Youth Wing. I'm just here to refute and put straight on record the information that is on the media where Mr. Brian Mundubire is saying that Given Lubinda, who is visiting Kabwe, has been abducted by the UPND youth and taken to a unknown place. That's a blue lie. I think Mr. Mundubire, you have been a lawmaker. It's high time that we manifest our integrity in what we say. Let's be honest. Mr. Given Lubinda came in Kabwe without informing the police. They were meeting at 3 seasons without the permit of the police. You know, that was unlawful assembly. As we follow the law is there very clearly that before you hold such type of gathering, you have to get permit from the police. But they went and started meeting that site without knowing that our youths were also mobilizing. So our youths were provoked. That's where this whole fracas started from. And on the same police officers who are told that they are HH policies, they are the ones who have protected Mr. Given Lubinda. He was snitched there by the officer in charge, taken safely. As I'm talking to you, Mr. Lubinda is okay. I've seen him. He has been released. He's okay. So these sentiments that Mr. Brian Mundubire is saying, they are not true. So at times, let's be honest, even as much as we want to do propaganda, even as we want to make a name, let's be honest with ourselves. Unlike spreading news which is not correct, on the same, I would urge the police. I think it's high time that the police now should move in to tell us if at all Mr. Given Lubinda got a police permit for them to have that assembly there. Because if it's not, then even us will be having it. Because as we are following the law, who is Mr. Given Lubinda to come without getting the permit to host that assembly? Who is he? All of us, we are citizens, and we need to follow the law. So what has been said by Mr. Mundubire, it's a lie. And he has to come out and apologize to us as UPND because we are not happy. Why is he dragging us into their own mess? We know last time he was here in Kabwe. We know why they are frequenting Kabwe. We know what they are trying to do. But we can assure you we are intact, and as UPND youths, we follow the law because our president, he has said it a number of times that if we will go against the law, you are on your own. So we are very much aware of that, and we keep that in our minds wherever we go as youths. So this is what I want to say to the people of Zambia. Whatever is being said outside, it's a lie. Given Lubinda is okay, and all the members, no one has been beaten. Get it from me. You can even find out from the police. They will tell you the record. Thank you.
So, Mwamba, if you want to follow the clip, it's on my page. But this young man, Mwangala, whatever his name is, he says he's a UPND, whatever, cadre, youth, and wherever by given Lubinda went, by given Lubinda had no permit. So now the questions are coming. From what this guy is saying, I have a number of questions. So, number one, how did UPND know that Lubinda na vesa kukabwe? That's question number one. How did UPND youths know that Lubinda na vesa kukabwe? Mwamba, things don't happen by accident unless there is a snitch. There is a traitor. Question number one. Bachishi bashani ababa UPND. Bachishi bashani achi Lubinda na vesa kukabwe. Number one. Number two, inkani walelanda pwati Lubinda didn't have a permit. Okay, how many people do you need? Anyone can have a meeting. Zambia, we have a freedom of affiliation and association. The only reason you can get a permit is like if you want to go out in a public place, you know. For example, panganda pamwandi kuchina tualongana. As a Zambian, I can invite people 10, 15, 20, even a mabwinga kwadi boxenda permit pampa ngole kwata wedding. No. Lubinda was not out in the public street where he is going to disturb the public. For them to start saying, umuntu I hear Lubinda was at a lodge. Lubinda was at a private lodge. So, if you're at a private lodge, you have made an agreement with the owners of the lodge. Why do you need a police permit like you Urimumusebo? You need a police permit if you're going in the public road. This is my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ingani, first, it depends on the amount of people that are attending and the location. Now, Lubinda wachikwata feka private meeting akanono. Why does he need a permit? Bayabare marching ku Lusaka in the flooding the streets of Lusaka. Did they have a permit? All those people who were marching on Saturday, blocking the central business district, did they have a permit? All these meetings by UPND by Equator, do they have police permit? They go in the public. So that's why Zambia, we are in trouble. These UPND cadres are becoming ruthless. Nabamenama saying go by UPND cadre. Alesa na pa camera no that we did the citizens arrest. He should be arrested, that guy, for actually all the people, their faces are in the camera. All those people seen manhandling by Lubinda need to be arrested. They are thugs. They are, in simple terms, they are thugs. Even if Lubinda chakobati Lubinda wachikwata abantu kudia, the best they could have done inga wachitumafia phone ku police to say ku poli Zambia police saying kuno kuri illegal gathering. Mamona, they have no right to kuya mkuikata a highly respectable man, pamubiru dragging him kwachi muntu ni sakala oba ikata mu ShopRite. Where is Zambia going to? Mwebantu bakwadesi. And then Mundu Vide's name has come in again. Mundu Vide, we know they have fallen out Nava Lubinda. They don't talk. I don't know if they talk, but from what we see, Mundu Vide has not even recognized the presidency of Lubinda. So Mundu Vide went to the camera no kuyalandati yo Lubinda na bachada abduct. And this guy, he's saying by Mundu Vide barebe pobufi. So again, Mundu Vide is found in another controversy concerning Lubinda's abduction. Another thing which we were discussing yesterday was that There are MPs who have been paid to support Mundubile and also to vote for Bill 7. Now, it is unfortunate that Ishnadiaba Mundubile should be coming up in questionable matters. He is vying to be the president of the Republic of Zambia. But what is concerning is Mundubile's name coming up in questionable matters. Another case where Mundubile's name came up is on Matomola's page. He was being accused that he was paid a certain amount of money and he's quiet. Now, we have to follow this closely because we want a new president to Shkwete things hanging over their head. We don't want to usher into office a president with skeletons in their closet. We have to make sure we use a fine-tooth comb and check everyone's background to make sure that abantu bafere basala omuntu ushire isangwa mufya kulandalanda. The truth will set us free and the truth will come to pass. But we are here to condemn it personally. I am here to condemn if ichitike kuri ba Lubinda. And the UPND cadres have no right to manhandle ba Lubinda. They are criminals. Their faces are on camera and everyone should be brought to book for manhandling ba Lubinda. Who the hell is that man to say citizens arrest? Who arrests you by UPND? You are holding rallies every day. Do the Zambians or the opposition come and arrest UPND to say munamukwata permit ya pefe mulechita? Every day by UPND they are holding meetings and rallies and whatevers. Mwalimu napo opposition wa imokuya kuli ba UPND at where is your permit? Now mwatu ingirira sana imwe ba UPND. Ba UPND batu ingirira bena Zambia. That's why ilienkalata iyale mbele ba Mwamba ku Sadc. All of you should write to Sadc and report all these crimes UPND is doing. In fact, myself, I wrote a letter to Sadc because Max Muwe rubbished the letter which Mwamba wrote. He said because ba PF benefio bale chita, so who are they to question ba UPND if you bale chita? So for us to validate what Mwamba said is us who are non-PF to write to Sadc, because they are rubbishing what PF wrote to say. It's a sour grapes or whatever the language Simue used to rubbish the letter that by Emmanuel Mwamba wrote to Sadc when everything is true. Everything by Emmanuel Mwamba wrote in that letter to report UPND government to Sadc is true. But because PF is guilty of some of the things, that's why Max Moe said that. Now it's up to all the opposition and well-meaning Zambians to write that letter to Sadc. Write a letter, go on my page, get a format. Even the letter that I wrote, the format is also on by Emmanuel Mwamba's page. Let us write to Sadc and expose this government before it's too late. Mukaisanga muri mwamoneni, mukaisanga mu Tanzania formula yako bati inauguration ikachitika Mubarak ndemi ebafye. If these people are not stopped, they are going to have an inauguration in a army barrack. Iliabaire mkusapota. If these people are not stopped, they are already saying they are not going to reveal what the conclusions of this technical committee for Bill 7. Why are they hiding what the report? Why don't they want to publish that report for Bill 7? Why? In that report, we know that HH wants to extend his term to 7 years. So it means that if this Bill 7 is signed, there will be no elections in 2026. The next election will be in 2028. Mwamba. That's why it's a big problem, and all of you need to talk to your members of parliament. Awabene tumfuya tunawapoka ma 60 pin talk to them and let them not sell the country over a 60 pin. There is always a moment of reckoning. Namweshiba. If ilala fia munda ya nama, imila nduta shivola. So mwema MPs, ngana mupoka ma 60 pin. Muka chitefe don't chukubeba. Because inga mwashtishe chalo, the day of reckoning will come for you sooner or later. There will be no election. Baka vindele badi shire mkulanda. Nishwala baka vindele balandirati he endorses 7-year term. He said that because it is in the Bill 7. So if this Bill 7 is passed, there will be no elections in 2026 because it will extend the term of the presidency to 7 years. So the next election ikabamu 2028 ngayapta Bill 7. Number 3 shifikalachitika munchalo. Can you imagine what will be happening in the country if these people are going to rule until 2028 without an election? Because we need to join our voices. No MPs yaba. Tell the MPs not to go ahead and sell the country. And these judges, Law Association of Zambia, they put in a lawsuit to sue the Attorney General to stop this Bill 7. Let the judges do the right thing. Because now it is hanging between the judges of Zambia and these members of parliament. Some of these MPs ngamuka sign a Bill 7. This might take long to fix. Look at what happened to Congo. Congo, 30 years. Abantu into mungulu, but they have failed to undo the problem in Congo. It's 30-something years ku Congo. Ama problems escalate. Efka chitika mu Zambia. Mwebantu bakwalesa Bill 7 ingayapita ni Museveni formula. Museveni is 90 shani kashinga ni how many years old? He's still clinging to power. So the same thing is what they want to bring to Zambia. Mwema MPs twami papata. Say no to Bill 7, register to vote, get your voter's card. All this commotion is happening so that Bill 7, Bill 7, and people are distracted from going to register to vote. But let us not lose track. Let's focus on the elections. Continue talking to our MPs not to sell out the country. Mwema MPs twami papata. Mwaile mkubombera abantu. Mwema MPs ta mwaile mkubombera otufumo twenu. Twami papata. God will punish you and God will deal with you. Mwema MPs. Mweba lide mpia so that mukashitishe chao. God will punish you and God will deal with you. This is my message to the MPs and to the judges. God will punish you. Ngana muri MPA shubabwese sheni. Let Zambia's democracy run the way it should. Do not force things on the Zambians. If you're bakeni, do not force things. So, area should you register to vote? Bill 7, mwema MPs, ikaneni, mwema judges, do the right thing. Be like the Malawian judges, mwema judges wa Zambia, Zambian judiciary. I am not wishing anyone dead. Inga ba echechi wapo na mairobafa, chikaba shani. Do you ever think, you know what, dictators, the ending of a dictator is never good. What if HH apo na afwa mairo, chikaba shani? Everything, if there is a dictator, all the evil plans of a dictator, fila fuana dictator. Kwa di avena Idi, avena Iti, avena Mussolini, diari nebisi vafuide fionse fiadipwa. So nomba imumweba le support omuntu ule foku chusha, ule chusha bantu already. People balekala 2 hours na malite. Na chana na bama machika moneka, papa chanji but 3 days no power. Can you support such a government? Can you support a government? Youth sukuya mkuimia by air, kuima Lubinda by air. I'm done talking by Joseph Chumwalanda. Chualufia Nyokulanda.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Always passionate for your country. This is how it ought to be. We ought to be patriotic, to our country. And I know what this really means to you when you see things happening the way they are happening in Zambia. For the longest time, we've been discussing and talking about these things. I was actually heartbroken when I saw that video. I was really crushed, and up to now my heart is really still bleeding because it is something that I never thought can actually happen. First of all, away from politics, I'm looking at even Lubinda as a father, as a statesman. These are people that have saved. If it were in developed countries, these are recognized at any platform they go to. They are recognized. And that is given Lubinda to have those, thugs who cannot even understand that, the police doesn't have rule or policies, can actually go to manhandle statesmen like that. Actually, my heart bleeds. I was really, really broken. By and large, what is happening in Zambia right now is as a result of the very things that we've been talking about, the breakdown of the rule of law. So sometimes I get baffled when I hear Max Muwe talking about all the accolades and everything that he claims they have scored as a government in power, which on the ground is totally different. It doesn't agree. All right. He was just recently, a day before yesterday actually, he was refuting what Mwamba had said. But Mwamba was pointing exactly to the very things that happened today. And to see, because Lubinda has a right to mobilize, eternally. And he went to Kabwe not to meet, the public. He was meeting the Patriotic Front members at a private lodge. At a private lodge. So those dunderheads, those foolish idiots had no right whatsoever, to go and disrupt and pull out a statesman in that manner.
That me inside the job. Who told them that Lubinda is here?
What happens, Madam President, is that Lubinda is a public figure. And obviously what happens is a word does go around, he's coming to Kabwe. Probably people within, just like you are saying, within the circle, not necessarily to sell him, but could say, and you'd find that such a word would actually go and they would know to say, no, President Lubinda is in Kabwe. So I'll still stand on, both sides, like you were assuming. It could be an inside job if that is very unfortunate, but at the same time, there is a possibility that, people would know, looking at the caliber of the person, that he is. So very, very unfortunate, And I pray that just as the government has said through the Minister of Home Affairs that they are going to expedite, the investigation on this matter, I pray that that is done in the quickest, because this has to be put to a stop. This has to be stopped forthwith. We cannot have a country, a few months before elections experiencing that. Then just see how much this same guy has implicated himself. He's claiming, the president told us if you break the law, you are on your own. But what did they do today? They actually broke the law. And that guy has actually exposed himself. He should be the first person actually to be picked. The saddest thing about, the government of UPND is this. Every person is actually a spokesperson. Every person thinks they are wise, than any other person.
They need to start arresting them to bring order.
So one thing that they should understand is that government, this one is not, Zambia is not a kingdom where, a person that is in power stays forever. No, it is a democracy. We change governments. We have been there before where it was Kaunda Wamiayaya. It was Kaunda Panshi Kumululesa. We've been there before, but time came, Kaunda left. All right. Similarly, we had MMD. MMD became very notorious as well. People cried. They grabbed land from, land from farmers and things like that. People cried and complained about that. Time came, they were kicked out. It is a similar story that we have even in PF. People complained about cadreism, against everything that, the work that the PF did. People saw this, they said this is ugly. So what makes UPND think they are more special than any other government that has ruled before? That someone would have even had a courage to challenge the police. Who is he? Who are they? Is it their responsibility to go and effect, the law where it is broken? Absolutely not. So they are really offside. It's a red card for them. This is very, very wrong. And this has to be stopped. And you can see how things are actually, adding up. The more reason we say, as a leader, mind what you say, because the words that you speak today have repercussions, and tomorrow you may have to account for them. That Mwamba MP said these very things, and when you look at the psychology of young people, especially
He declared Cadresism.
are falling in that category. These are people that you just ignite, and they'll do exactly that. They don't care what you say afterwards. They'll follow what you said.
Yeah.
We say the first cut is the deepest. So
Right.
the word that you speak at face is what matters, and they'll carry it on. And this is what we are talking about. Zambia is a peaceful country. I'm urging this government.
Not anymore.
Allow democracy to thrive.
Not anymore. That is why even Mwamba wrote that letter. And ironically,
we identified, we've been known for many years, but if all this has changed, it has been from 2021, a lot of things I've said here. Zambia has been turned upside down.
Yes.
In the reverse. What we were known for, the traditions by which we stood for, the name by which we were identified with, it's no longer there. It's all gone. Every Jimmy Jack feels they can do whatever they can do, and no one will hold them accountable as long as they belong to UPND. That is wrong. And this, for me, these are actually the last kicks of the dying horse. These very things, these very behaviors that these people are doing are the very things that we condemned in the past. So they should not make a mistake to think that they are more special than others. They are more special than others. What they did is really, really wrong. And I pray that our given Lubinda recovers and heals quickly. Otherwise, that was a shame. That was barbaric. That was, I don't know how I can even best describe that.
badi tipwa. Abantu bamo badi tipwa. Some people are cursed. Ukuya mkuikata ba wisofidia.
Imagine.
People are cursed. Let me just play a video from Jack Mwimbo Kobachira Pela statement. And as we continue, just rebuking and condemning this barbarism.
Video has been circulating widely on social media platforms, showing Honorable Given Lubinda, former minister and former member of parliament for Kawata constituency, in what appears to be a situation of clear distress and apparent coercion. Let me be unambiguous. If this video is authentic, it depicts serious crimes that were committed at that particular scene. Let me state in the strongest terms possible that Zambia Police Service will investigate this matter with the utmost urgency. Anyone found to have broken the law will face the full force of the law. As you may be aware, a video has been circulating widely on social media platforms showing Honorable Given Lubinda, former minister and former member of parliament for Kawata constituency, in what appears to be a situation of clear distress and apparent coercion. Let me be unambiguous. If this video is authentic, it depicts serious crimes that were committed at that particular scene. Let me state in the strongest terms possible that Zambia Police Service will investigate this matter with the utmost urgency. Anyone found to have broken the law will face the full force of the law. As you may be aware,
so Abaniba Jack Mwimbu saying if he's doubting
on social media platforms,
he says
showing
if
Honorable Given Lubinda, former minister and former member of parliament for Kawata
You go on the social media platforms, you hear, no, this was an inside joke. You know, the very things that they say, they don't like taking responsibility.
imagine that if
In fact, I don't like it when I hear certain people
palinesi yakutuishika hapa baba Mwimbu shua ati ifu palinesi yakutuishika so ni AI so balelanda mwana mfuati ni AI Let's hear to the incoming president Makebi what he had to say about that. How can he even say if So here is Makebi Zulu making a comment.
Because of that, we are going to go. He intimidates us as PF. No illegality intimidates me because it still remains illegal. Because of that, we are going to go forcefully on the ground and campaign to get back to power so that we can restore democracy. We can restore the respect for human rights. UPND has lost it. Those are signs that they've lost it, and they cannot be allowed to go further than 2026. For that reason, we will fight to get back power from the UPND in legally provided manner that is there through the ballot. And we call on every Zambian to see UPND for what it is and protect the democracy of this nation, protect the rights of each and every Zambian to express themselves or indeed to associate.
So earlier sad development, but as we are here in Zambia, register to vote, all these distractions, namumona every day is something, you know. There is a reason why this thing is happening, as because there are two big things that are happening in the country in Zambia. Could it Bill 7, Elo Kurina na voter registration. They are these two big things, they are ending on 26 November. So all this thing is to distract Zambia. So despite this, let us stay focused on the main issues, Bill 7 and also voter registration. Lembe shenyuku voter. We have to remove this government. It doesn't matter whether it's PF or whatever. Zambians unite as Zambians to restore the democracy of Zambia. It doesn't matter if you are UPND. I know there are UPND mwari baba kwa tamano. Tebonsi abasha kwa tamano. So mweba ni UPND, mweba le tontonkanya, where you still see things for what they are. Join your fellow youths. Join Zambia to save Zambia from this tyranny, this regime. Tieni twimini ne pamobe na Zambia. Tuiralanda tiyo in the end we shall have one united opposition. Let us all work together and remove UPND. Yeah? Uyu mwaiche kukabwe uyu komando uyu. He's a criminal, he's jail bound. What right does he have kuya mkwikata balubinda palupa mubiri?
Imagine that.
Alaitana validate at we are going to arrest. Hello? You should have boundaries. Have some boundaries, have some respect, have some dignity.
Yes, but when there's not their fellow cadre that
Imagine.
They can actually be, behaving the way they behaved against him. The more reason I said for me,
Lubinda,
I was really heartbroken. I didn't believe it. That was very sad. On the Bill 7, just like we spoke, Madam President, our voice is still there, and we are telling the people responsible. First of all, people like Avindele, those should never be. And this future will judge them harshly. The future will really judge them harshly, because his behavior this thing has nothing, to benefit the nation. But all this is being done for the benefit of an individual, which is actually very, very wrong. People should be patriotic to the country and not to the person. The person goes, Zambia still remains.
No, you're in a person, okay, those of you who are patriotic to HH, what has he done? What has HH done for Zambia? Is it Bamwanawasa who changed? Is it Sata who changed the country in 3 years?
Sata, yes, it was Michael Sata.
Yes, Sata changed the country in 3 years. Traore, if Traore has changed things in 2 years. He had paid off the debt. Nobody have 4 years. Katwishi file chitika kudia kuma Sahel states. Elo ifatuika lefya chipaka 2090. Ngabaleo mabalubinda next bakala minangu fe bablulu babebai samuredi obwali bami at where is your permit? They will even require permit for relatives to visit your family, your house.
People don't understand this. When dictatorship is full-fledged, at first, if you remember, people just thought, oh, this is just about UPF. This is just about PF. Oh, they are fixing. But see, the fact that we do not have an effective opposition, we have a government that cannot be held responsible for exporting power. We're suffering the citizens. The citizens. So those people that celebrate at what is happening against PF, your mind is very shallow. Your mind is very shallow. Why? Because the existence of a strong opposition puts the government accountable. They hold the government accountable. They put the government on their toes, meaning it can never be business as usual. They are held responsible. So those from you, when they are done with PF, now it will be you, the citizens. That's what happens. It will be you, the citizens. And this is exactly what we are talking about. You saw how they disrupted business in town the other time. Who was affected? Was it just PF? No.
And did they get a permit? Bushebali send a permit. Did they get a permit to all these things, shenanigans they have been doing?
Madam President, you brought out a very important issue. When I follow most of these presidents that have been there, for example, starting from Kaunda, we know that Kaunda quickly got into infrastructure development and things like that. Came Chiluba, you saw how we used to struggle with transportation. You'll be at Intercity for 7 days just to go to Ndola or Northern Province. But within a year, the transport sector had transformed. People started owning buses, and people were easy, would actually travel easily. Within, a year. Talk about talk about Manawasa. We saw how the economy rapidly changed. And, we saw how he began to fight corruption, something that was tangible. Everyone could see, all right? Michael Chilufiasata, we saw infrastructure, road developments, and all that, which was actually a continuation of Edgar Chagwalungu. All right. What has, His Excellency HH done for Zambia that we can point out, apart from what is actually this deception of free education? All right, that they're seeing so much about, increase the CDF. What has CDF done? It has even brought more anger than what was there in the communities. So there is absolutely nothing to point at to say, no, the government has done this and that. No. I think as Zambians, let us wake up. We are feeling the pinch. It is too much. We cannot continue. Honestly, we would love to continue, with 2 days of electricity in a week. Another 5 years. You must be mad.
It's in a month. Joseph, add 2 hours area. It actually comes to Zambians receiving 3 days of power in a month.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Zambians are only receiving 3 days of power in a month.
This is not just that we do not have power. No. Let people understand this. It's not that we are able to generate power. We have power. I think the Minister of Communication was on record saying by September, it started by June, we have been told by experts that power is going to stabilize. That's what we are taught. So those experts had done their visibility study, and they were speaking from an informed decision. So if Zambians are not having power, where is the power going?